Amy and Chris update on Little People, Big World. Where are they today? Hello viewers, I am Alana. Welcome back to my channel. USA Daily History for Roloff family latest news update. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Amy Roloff and Chris Marek, stars of the hit TLC series Little People, Big World, are still together today and going strong. The reality stars are in the process of planning their wedding, which is scheduled for sometime in 2021. The LPBW stars got engaged in September 2019, and although they are still very happily engaged today and planning their nuptials, they haven't moved in together, according to an Instagram live video Amy shared in April. Here's what we know about Amy and Chris' relationship today. Amy and Chris got engaged in September 2019 while out to celebrate Amy's birthday at her favorite restaurant. The two have been dating since 2017, so the engagement was a long time coming. Following Chris' proposal, the reality star told People, "I'm excited. I'm so surprised. I'm thrilled. I never in a million years thought I'd be getting married again, but I also hoped for it. Now that it's happening, I couldn't be happier or more excited." Marek added that he was nervous to propose, but he attempted to pick the perfect engagement ring for his longtime girlfriend. "I was very nervous it had to be a heart-shaped diamond because I knew that's what Amy wanted." He also said he wished the cameras weren't there because he became very emotional during the proposal, but he was thrilled nonetheless that Amy said yes. "After it was over, I really regretted that the cameras were there because I didn't like anyone else seeing it," he told Us Weekly. "I wasn't expecting those waves of emotion to overtake me like that. I was sorry that there were other people that got to see that." Amy also shared the news on Instagram, along with a photo of her beautiful ring. The reality star wrote, "Guess what? I wanted to share with you I'm engaged. I was so surprised when Chris asked me to marry him. I said yes, I couldn't be happier, and so looking forward to this new part of our life journey together. I'm blessed. Love you, Chris. I love us." During an Instagram live video on April 22nd, Amy revealed that she and Chris are taking steps toward moving in together, but she still needs a little bit more time before fully committing to the move. She mentioned during the April 28th episode of LPBW that she is ready to move in with her beau, but she wanted to take a bit more time to do so. "Last night, we had talked about living together, and when that would all happen, she said on the show that I think I am very good with, moving in with him while we're engaged, planning for a wedding and a marriage." She also added, "For right now, I've got 30 years of stuff to move. I mean, I'd like to get all settled in with the furniture or whatever furniture and stuff, and then move in and stuff like that." However, on April 22nd, the 55-year-old reality star took to Instagram Live to answer fan questions. During the Q&A, she revealed that Chris still had his own house as of late April, and we're not living together full-time. He is over about 4 days and 3 nights or something like that. We definitely hang out. But he still has his house. New episodes of Little People, Big World air Tuesday nights on TLC. In the meantime, you can find all the latest in TV coverage and entertainment news here. First, photos from Chris Marek and Amy Roloff's wedding released. Amy Roloff and Chris Marek are married. The couple's wedding took place on Saturday, August 28, 2021, at Roloff Farms in Oregon, 2 years after they got engaged. They ultimately decided to have their wedding on the farm even though Amy no longer lives on the property due to concerns surrounding the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. Much of the wedding planning and decision-making has been featured on the current season of TLC's Little People, Big World. "Our wedding day is a special day, but our marriage is a lifetime together. I'll have the rest of my life with Chris, and that makes me smile," Roloff told People magazine in a statement. "It was challenging planning a traditional wedding and all that typically goes into that, to what we want to have at our wedding. Sometimes it felt like the two clashed at times for me. But in the end, it's about the two of us, Chris and I. It's about combining our 2 lives together into one and sharing it with our family and friends," she added. The outlet released the very first photos from Roloff and Marek's special day. Since then, more photos have been released. Roloff chose a perfectly tailored white gown designed by Justin Alexander for her second wedding. Meanwhile, Marek looked dapper in a black tuxedo with a peach-hued boutonniere that matched the flowers in Roloff's bouquet. According to People magazine, there were 147 people in attendance, including all of Roloff's kids and grandkids. Roloff and Merrick exchanged vows in a gazebo on the Roloff Farms property. And while the wedding had many traditional elements, the couple made a few tweaks here and there. For example, People reports that Roloff opted to walk down the aisle to a song called Heart to Heart as opposed to the traditional bridal march Here Comes the Bride. Following the wedding ceremony, the couple partied the night away with guests inside a huge tent that was set up on the property. They chose the song at the end of the day for their first dance. Tori Roloff took to Instagram to congratulate her mother-in-law and Merrick on their wedding day. The Little People Big World star also shared some great pics from the day, including pictures of her own kids, Jackson and Lila. Amy Roloff had previously asked Tori and Zach if Jackson could serve as ring bearer at her wedding. "I got a big question to ask of you. I want you to be in Mimi's wedding," Amy said in an episode of the family's reality show that aired in July. Amy also asked granddaughter Ember Roloff to serve as Flower Girl. The daughter of Jeremy and Audrey Roloff wore a pink dress and a crown of flowers as she walked down the aisle alongside her first cousin Jackson. Audrey, who is pregnant with her third child, shared some photos and videos of the kids who hardly left each other's side the whole night to her Instagram stories. Amy Roloff and fiancé Chris Marek postponed their wedding. The truth has been revealed about Amy Roloff and Chris Marek's December decision to postpone their wedding until 2021. The stars of the hit reality series Little People, Big World finally opened up during a recent Facebook Live Q&A with fans and explained that there is just too much going on this year to plan a wedding. "I think there's just so much going on at the 46-minute mark of the clip below. Getting settled into the new house, projects in the new house, and everything like that." Keep reading for details on Roloff and Marek's upcoming nuptials. During the same Facebook Q&A, Roloff assured fans that she and Merrick would not elope and there will be a real wedding on the horizon. "I'm much more of a traditional person. I want the wedding and the reception," she said, "that I would like to share that experience with Chris." As for her wedding dress, Roloff said she will definitely be wearing one, although it might not be white. She also revealed that she may be sporting a Say Yes to the Dress wedding gown for her big day if celebrity fashion designer Randy Finoli can design a dress for a little person. In the same clip above, Roloff's friend, Lisa, said, "I'm sure a few of you have heard of Kleinfeld in New York and Randy because he designs dresses." She continued, "Could he design a dress for a little person? Randy, if you're listening out there, we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to come to New York." Roloff then added, "Wouldn't that be fun? I would love to." Roloff and Merrick got engaged in September 2019 while out to dinner at a favorite restaurant one day after Amy's birthday. The reality star told, "I'm excited. I'm so surprised. I'm thrilled. I never in a million years thought I'd be getting married again, but I also hoped for it. Now that it's happening, I couldn't be happier or more excited." Merrick added that he was nervous to propose, but he went out of his way to pick the perfect engagement ring for his longtime girlfriend. "I was very nervous. It had to be a heart-shaped diamond because I knew that's what Amy wanted." She also shared the news on Instagram, along with a photo of her beautiful ring. The reality star wrote, "Guess what? I wanted to share with you I'm engaged. I was so surprised when Chris asked me to marry him. I said yes, I couldn't be happier, and so looking forward to this new part of our life journey together. I'm blessed. Love you, Chris. I love us." Are Amy Roloff and Chris Marek still together today? LPBW update. Amy Roloff and Chris Marek, stars of the hit TLC series Little People, Big World, are still together today and engaged. Although the reality stars had to postpone their wedding, they appear to be happier than ever, and Roloff frequently posts about her fiancé on social media. The April 21st episode of LPBW will feature Marek's proposal to Roloff, so fans will get a chance to see firsthand how their love story plays out. Amy posted on Instagram ahead of the episode, encouraging fans to tune in and catch the engagement tonight, Tuesday. New episode of Little People Big World. Roloff captioned a photo of her engagement ring. "Engagement, I was so surprised, thrilled, and full of more." Here's what we know about Roloff and Mark's relationship and engagement ahead of the big episode. Roloff and Merrick got engaged in September 2019 while out to dinner to celebrate their 3-year anniversary. She shared the news with her fans on Instagram alongside a photo showing off her beautiful, heart-shaped diamond ring. "Guess what? I wanted to share with you. I'm engaged. I was so surprised when Chris asked me to marry him. I said yes. I couldn't be happier and so looking forward to this new part of our life journey together. I'm blessed. Love you, Kris. I love us. She also added several sweet hashtags to the post, including the reality star also shared her engagement with telling the publication, "I'm excited. I'm so surprised. I'm thrilled. I never in a million years thought I'd be getting married again, but I also hoped for it. Now that it's happening, I couldn't be happier or more excited." A clip shared by Us Weekly ahead of the engagement episode. Merrick is visibly nervous about the proposal, not because he is second-guessing his decision to ask Roloff to marry him, but because he doesn't know exactly what to say. "The last 3 years with Amy have been wonderful, and I see a future with Amy, but as far as how the actual proposal will go, I still don't have it quite figured out exactly what I'm gonna say and how I'm gonna do, and how it's all gonna play out," this says in the clip above. The ring is stashed in the car. It's in the console. Although Roloff happily said yes to his proposal, he told Us Weekly that he didn't come off as eloquent as he had hoped, and he said the moment was so emotional that he got choked up. He also wished the cameras hadn't been there because he didn't want to share that intimate, personal moment with viewers. After it was over, "I really regretted that the cameras were there because I didn't like anyone else seeing it," he told us. "I wasn't expecting those waves of emotion to overtake me like that. I was sorry that there were other people that got to see that." Little People, Big World, as Amy Roloff enjoys fun night out with husband Kris. Love date nights. Amy Roloff and Kris Merrick are keeping the fun alive in their marriage. On Instagram Monday, the Little People, Big World star shared photos from the couple's fun date night at an Oregon Symphony concert. Her post included a photo of the orchestra on stage, as well as a selfie of her with her husband. "Fun evening Oregon Symphony with friends Roloff." M60 captioned the post. "Love date nights with Kris. Our wedding day is a special day, but our marriage is a lifetime together," Roloff told People of the twosome's wedding. "Of the rest of my life with Kris, and that makes me smile." Ever since, they've continued to share glimpses into their married life, including videos of the pair cooking together. She even gave a look at their relaxing Valentine's Day celebrations at a spa in Oregon wine country. "I'm thrilled I get to spend the rest of my Valentine's Day with this man," she wrote on Instagram in February. "Love you, Kris. Thanks for being my love, friend, and forever Valentine." March, Roloff gave fans a peek into married life with Merrick as the two spent a. She first posted a picture of the pair together at an RV show before posting another snap with Merrick as the two grabbed some food at the Pocket Pub in Portland. Roloff was previously married. The now exes share 4 children, 32-year-old twins and daughter Molly, 29, and son Jacob, 26, as of last month. Matt to his longtime girlfriend. "After 6 wonderful years together, I asked Karen to marry me, and she said yes." Matt, 61, exclusively told People. "Our plan is to enjoy our engagement, and we are looking forward to a simple but elegant wedding in 2024. Why fans can't stand Little People, Big World star Kris Merrick. Kris Merrick of Little People Big World has recently found himself on the fans' bad side after many shared they don't trust him. Amy Roloff has moved on from her toxic marriage with Matt Roloff and finally found the man of her dreams in Kris. Yet, TLC viewers feel Kris may have some tricks up his sleeve. Amy's new love is quite the interesting guy. Kris grew up in Portland, Oregon, and at 59-year-old, he has finally been pulled away from the bachelor lifestyle he was living. As he appears on LPBW, Kris comes across as down-to-earth and respectful. Kris has spent his life working in real estate and built quite the name for himself after spending 20 years in the business. While he may come across as Amy's knight in shining armor, not all viewers are sold on his good guy persona. Kris has been on LPBW fans' radar ever since he changed his relationship status on Facebook and wrote he had retired his player badge for Amy. It took a while for fans to warm up to Kris, as many were upset that Amy allowed her new man into the farmhouse that Matt had built so quickly. Many fans felt that Kris was sleazy and living off Matt's hard work. Fans took every opportunity they could get to bash Kris. In 2018, Amy shared an Instagram post of their cruise with fans sharing they believed that Kris had some terrible intentions. "Eyes wide open, Amy. Don't be foolish." Another supporter of Amy shared that Kris was creepy, saying they believed Kris was with her for all the wrong reasons. Other LPBW fans have even taken to questioning Kris' sexuality. At the beginning of their relationship, viewers felt Chris might be hiding the fact that he was gay and using Amy as a beard. Some viewers found it odd that Chris had been a bachelor his whole life, yet he moved so quickly with Amy. In the most recent episode, fans were also not impressed with how critical Chris was of Tori and Zach Roloff's new home. Even though he has been working in real estate for over 2 decades, fans felt if he didn't have anything nice to say, he should have kept it to himself. For now, Chris is still on thin ice with Little People Big World fans. But many hope that he does turn out to be a decent guy who is in love with Amy. The two have been out on adventures more, as well as enjoying their motorcycle rides when they can. For now, they are savoring the honeymoon phase as Chris has just moved into Amy's home after their wedding. Only time will tell if Chris is in the marriage for the long haul or fame. Little People, Big World as Amy Roloff opens up about wedding to Chris Marek. A beautiful day. Amy Roloff is on cloud 9. The Little People, Big World star, 56, tied the knot with her love Chris Marek, 55, during a romantic ceremony at Roloff Farms in Hillsboro, Oregon on Saturday, and she couldn't be happier. IT was just all so right and good, Roloff says in this week's issue of People. I am just elated. I'm happy. I'm thrilled that I have found someone to spend the rest of my days with. Reflecting on the most memorable moment, Roloff, who wore a dress from, says it was when she first locked eyes with her dad before doing the same with Marek while walking down the aisle. In our wedding barn area, we had the doors closed. But there are cracks in the door because it's a 100-year-old barn, says Roloff. It was a beautiful day, and I could see Chris waiting. I thought, oh, he did wear the suit. He didn't get all weird on me and wear a Hawaiian shirt or something. He just looked so handsome and just peeking through the cracks in the door. She continues, and then when the doors opened up, I walked halfway down. So my first look was to my dad. When I reached my dad, my next focal point was Chris. To me, it was like, these are two. Of course, my dad was the first man in my world, and here I had a second chance at love, and just seeing Chris there, it was the most special moment, and I in honor of her late mother, Roloff, who wore sparkly pumps and Coco Chanel perfume, incorporated a special piece of jewelry on her big day. My mom passed away in September 2019, says Roloff. I got this bracelet when she had passed away. This bracelet came from my great-grandmother, who gave it to my grandmother, who gave it to my mom. And then I got it. So I wore it as a symbol of my mom being with me. And so that was my something old. It's a diamond bracelet with some sapphires. The pair's nuptials were officiated by Michael Williams and also saw Roloff walk down the aisle to Heart, which was composed by Marek's best man Rick Hinks, after exchanging vows in front of their closest friends and family, including Roloff's 4 children with ex-husband Matt Roloff, twin brothers Jeremy and Zach, 31, daughter Molly, 27, and youngest son Jacob, 24. The newlyweds danced to an original song by the Macy Gard Band. The Macy Gard Band had come up with a song for our first dance because when we were planning this wedding, Chris and I looked at each other. It's like, we really don't have a song, she says. We all like music and stuff, but we don't really have that one song. So they came up with a song and we listened to it and we thought this is perfect. After dinner, the Lovebirds and their guests capped off the evening with dancing to live music. Now that they're married, Roloff is excited to see what their future has in store. I think what I'm looking forward to the most is just really dreaming together. She says that we're all in now, so it's just solidifying the relationship where we live. Little People, Big World. Is Chris Marek obsessed with Matt? Matt's engaged to Karen, and I don't think Chris should be friends with him anymore. Little People, Big World star Chris Marek stirring up trouble by building such a strong friendship with Amy Roloff's ex, Matt Roloff. This will end in tears. Chris may not fully understand how much emotional damage he's causing, and he needs to wake up. Amy has made it crystal clear that she hates the situation. When he continues his friendship with the man who hurt Amy so much, Chris seems passive-aggressive. Chris doesn't seem like a bad guy in general, but this bromance is a red flag. Chris certainly doesn't need to sit around chatting with the man who blew Amy's heart to smithereens, and yet he does just that. In Little People, Big World Season 25, Chris and Matt hung out. While they did, they mocked Amy's nasty habit of leaving drawers and doors open. Sure, it was lighthearted teasing, but it's exactly what Amy's been so afraid of. This stuff should not be happening. Amy can't stand it when they compare notes, and there's no good reason why she should have to put up with this. Amy's a strong woman. She spent her life trying to live up to other people's expectations. As a little person in a world designed for taller people, she's overcome so many obstacles. Now, after a painful divorce that made her utterly miserable and